Good meowing. Good meowing. Hi, Oni-chan. Good meowing. Meowing Fisty. Fisty, didn't I tell you you need to pick a platform? I can't have you can't do this. You can't respond to me on multiple platforms, writing multiple messages. I'm only one person. It's not fair to me. Not fair to me. Too much. Pick one. Pick one. I mean, do whatever you want, but I feel guilty about ignoring you. So, but I'm gonna have to do that if you keep insisting. Mounting Luxifake, mounting Excessive, mounting the Consultant 427, mounting Masenko, mounting Sheeple, mounting Squirtle Squad, mounting Eggy Goka. Thank you for calling me Queen. Also, thank you for calling me Maple Luxifake. Mounting Accent Pig, thank you for noticing your father. Mounting LDTGX, mounting Mamo. That's another one. I don't know what your DM contents are about. But I've said it before, like, I'm one person. I'm not that good, so you're not missing out by not messaging me or by ignoring my existence. Like, it would be a win. I would recommend it for you. But I haven't done things. I haven't accomplished anything. I don't have any self-esteem or self-worth. So, I don't really have the mental capacity to, like, accept so much. Yeah. It's just a drawing. You say that. Well, it's just a drawing, but I don't think so. I think drawings have a lot of emotion. So it's like it's more than just a drawing. It's like maybe to you. Okay, to you it's just a drawing. To me it's like, this is a token of appreciation. This is someone's time that they're spending. This is it feels like transactional, like, oh, do I owe something to you? It also feels like, yeah, I don't know, like a reminder that you, like many of the Moonies, all of you, many of you, are very productive, valuable members of society, and that I am just very bad and gay. I can't do anything. So, yeah, well, what's just a drawing to you or just a gift to someone else is like, it's like a whole thing for me. Mounting Tar Soul, good mounting Master Protos, thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Good mounting Magasol, you're a slug. What's a slug, by the way? What does that mean? Excessive, has it been a while? Oh, wait, or Tamamo. Yeah, because of time. Time of day. What do you mean productive? No, it's true. It's true. A lot of the Moonies are accomplished people. Commanding Rise Up for God. Commanding Cirrus, how are you doing lately? How's work and art? A homeless snail. It's totally a gift of appreciation. Just imagine it as one of your nephews giving you their crayon drawing. Um, 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 okay. But Mama's not my nephew, right? And let's use this as an example, right? It doesn't scale. If I had 1,000 nephews, that would be very troubling and strange, right? But I don't know, like right now it works, but if I agree to do this now, then every single time someone tries to send me a crayon drawing, do I have to treat that as a nephew? I don't know. Anyway, and that's what I mean though. There are plenty of other people on this planet more deserving, more worthy, who have the time. Um, I kind of resent my art to be compared to crayon draw. Crayons are fun and oh. Drowning Coronium. Okay, I'll stop reading chat now. I can't handle it. It'll be a short stream today because yesterday was a lot longer. I'll just get good meowing, good afternoon, and good night to all the kitty cats in the world. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats mostly lately about her inaptitude for living, for life. I've been told by live type that as long as you're still surviving, that is some sort of like success, right? Like, you know, the point when we talk about the point of existence, as long as you're alive still. But I don't know, I think that's a cope. um I'm too emotional. I had an interesting day because I hardly got any sleep. So that was really tough for me. Um I got like an hour, then I was woken up. So then I tried to salvage it and salvage the time that I was awake by doing whatever. I took a long bath. I washed my hair for the first time. maybe maybe in a week. I don't know. Yeah, I doused my hair. And then I was reading more of The Art of War in the bathtub. That was pretty good. And then I didn't get around to doing much of my other typical reading of the day. I was also really late to upload my VODs, but I did get them up, so there's two new ones. There will be two or more VODs uploaded daily for the rest of the year so that I can catch up, so that the VODs channel can be a week behind instead of 2 months behind the current. Um I'm also thinking a lot about taxes. I don't know how to deal with that, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Um yeah, my thoughts are super fragmented at the moment cuz I do think that like I live a really easy and privileged life, but I don't think I have, you know, the starting stats. I don't have the stats required to make the most of it. And it's a real constant everyday struggle. Um but yeah, um like the stream title, it's inspired by that marshmallow that asked if I'm being nice to the Moonies for money. If I'm being nice to you guys for money, and I don't want to mistake this, right? I'm not being nice to you or anyone. I am not a nice person. Never claimed to be, never pretended to be. Um, so if that's what you're looking for, though, there's plenty of nice people out there. Mamo's one of them. You can go bug them on Twitter or Discord or whatever. But I'm not a nice person. I'm not pretending to be one. I don't. Yeah, I'm not interested in. You're not. So first of all, you're not under any obligation to watch streams or to give me money. I don't ask for it, by the way. And there's nothing wrong with that, really. There's plenty of people that do ask for contributions. I don't ask for things. So, no. The only thing I ask is for you guys to stop watching this stream. I can't control you yet. I haven't learned that part of psychology yet, how to control the masses. But yeah, I gotta make it really clear that until I feel like a whole human being worthy of something. I don't want to give anything to anyone. I don't have It's like it seems silly to say, "Oh, I don't have the time," because like, I'm not someone special. I'm not some big shot. You're just some little useless, retarded cat girl, okay? And you owe me something because I'm being nice to you. I'm donating to you. I'm drawing. I don't have anything to offer anyone. So, if you're like being kind to me as an audience member or whatever because you expect something. I don't have anything to give you. I don't have anything to give you. I can recommend you a lot of other VTubers though who are better and more interesting. So try that first. um Yeah, I don't remember all of them by name. There's a couple that I bring up often enough, but I'm telling you, they're a dime a dozen. Better VTubers are everywhere. You just, just do a little bit of putzing around. You can find a lot of well-adjusted, sweet, nice, funny, innocent, playful, open, giving creators. Oh, that reminds me. I know it'll be any day, someday, that I will finally get my infamous Google Doc. I won't go too much into this, but um I did spend some time reading those 200 pages about the Undertale Del Deltarune. Is that how you say that? I keep forgetting how it's spelled. Um uh Creator Shay or whatever. And like I am not relevant to this because I've never played Undertale. I never watched content about Undertale. I'm not part of the community. Like I don't have I don't have any stake in this battle at all. This has nothing to do with me. But man, I just feel like the weight of drama that some people manage to garner, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. So I understand that he's like in that world, sort of like a big shot or whatever. Whatever. Actually, I think I'm misgendering him, right? Shit. I don't know how to do pronouns. I'm sorry. They. I'll try to be good. Okay. They are like a big shot. So maybe that's why I'm missing the context, right? But like it started with like 7 people accusing them of stuff, and like a lot of it just seemed like I'm being so vague. I'll just be straight up, okay? It seemed like a lot of lonely, mentally ill, um marginalized people who were mostly of age or just like right on the cusp who entered situations to get something from this streamer or this YouTuber, and then they were disappointed with what they got. And now it's like, I've been abused. I've been sexually abused. I've been sexually harassed. Um, and the reason why I'm saying these words, which is so effed up, right, for me to say, because it's like, oh, you're victim blaming. Moonson, you're sexist and stupid, and you don't even know how to say pronouns, and now you're blaming the victims of sexual abuse. But listen, so it was like the things that were screenshotted. I'm not sure if it's for privacy, but they were so tame. And then on top of that, it was like I was 18 years old. I had just turned 18, and then he messaged me 4 days later. And then he was really vague. And then sometimes I would flirt with him and tell him that I was horny, but he shouldn't have responded to that because, like, he's an adult. He's like 5 years or 4 years older than me. He's 22. So, oh, how could he, you know? And I'm just like, oh my God, if people are being canceled for this, oh, I'm in trouble. Because I have to say, yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near that innocent. I'm a lot worse. Um, but also like, geez, um, when I say I'm a lot worse, I'm not saying that I DM 18-year-olds because I don't. To be clear, that's not what I mean. I just mean like, uh, I feel like so some of the things they're canceling him for saying in DMs, I've said worse things on stream. So I'm just like, is this what people are getting mad at? Anyway, the other part of this though that kind of makes me confused is like, okay, just to be clear, if these were, how do I say this? I don't know. I feel like I'm being I feel like I'm barking up a bad tree and I should probably stop. But I won't. I will go there. So these people might be vulnerable, right? Because they are just coming of age, maybe. And also because maybe there's like a a perception of power imbalance because you have a content creator who has a huge following, fan base, and then you have these, yeah, these fans who don't have, maybe they don't have as much clout or whatever. But I think this is different. I think this is really, I'm not saying that celebrities can't use their status and position to take advantage of their fans, because that has happened forever. That's a thing for sure. But I feel like there's a part of the conversation that's missing. There's a part of the conversation where, like, we just ignore it. Where, like, he's vilified because he didn't what? He didn't just block them immediately. I don't know, or turn them down at every chance. Because, like, if you look at any of the content, he didn't predate on them. He didn't like go looking for, you know, he didn't like hit them up to like try to get them to do bad things or whatever. It was always like in all of the things I read, it was always the other way around, where some fan would approach him and like be more and more and more risque, and eventually he would joke along, or they, sorry, but joke along. And then, yeah, and now everybody's feelings are hurt and everyone's mad. And I'm just like, no. What I'm trying to say is like, if you want to date your OC, but they're not that interested in dating you, is that grooming or abuse? Like, maybe stop trying to date your OCs. No. Anyway, I think it would be different if, like, if they were, like, actually underage. I didn't read all of the doc, so maybe some of them were, but the ones at the top were also adults. But they were like infantilizing themselves because, again, the other thing too is this is content creation around a video game, and video games can sometimes have really young audiences. So I think because they found the game in their teens, they still feel like children or teenagers, and I think also people are like growing up or maturing more slowly these days, myself included. I know that, like, when my mom was my current age, she was a lot more independent and mature than I would say. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are saying some interesting things and I would like to read it, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid of I'm afraid of the bad feelings I'm gonna get if I read a lot of like argumentative chats. Oh, that's the other thing I was thinking about is also like how the fandom and the audience starts to feel like they own that person and that there's a right way and a wrong way. Oh, he's allowed to do this and they're not allowed to do this. They can only do this. They should respond this way or whatever. And like even here, like as a streamer, maybe I'm supposed to read the chat because it's kind of rude not to, but I don't have to. Nobody owns me. Maybe. Um. Mm, if I were to be owned, let's see how much could I be owned for? I don't know. I have to think about it more. Anyway, ah, here's a quote, and then I end this shit show of a stream. Comfort zones are the enemy of growth. I don't remember where I took this from. I don't know. I think it has something. There's something to be said for that, for sure. Cause like being too comfortable, you can't grow because growth requires a little bit of the unknown unless you can get comfortable with not being right. If you can get comfortable, if you can have like if you could be like curious about things and not beat yourself up for being bad, then yeah, you can still grow. But also I would say that being too uncomfortable can also be dangerous for growth because some flowers wilt under terrible circumstances. They're like, oh, where was I reading? I was reading something, some book. I don't remember which one. And they were comparing. They said some people are dandelions, some children are dandelions, and some children are, I think, orchids or something, right? Anyway, this is off topic, but yeah. I'm thinking that on the one hand, I do need to get out of my comfort zone more and try things that to challenge myself so that I can grow. But on the other hand, living in a war zone, okay? I'm in a war zone. I'm in a war with toddlers. Um also can make it, sometimes I win a battle and then sometimes I regret. Bye. This was a shit stream. I'm actually upset at myself. I don't think I was particularly insightful or eloquent today. I wanted to talk to Chad. I was looking forward to it, but I definitely chickened out. I don't feel like arguing with anyone. I don't feel like having to explain myself. I've said it over and over and over again. I don't want to DM anyone right now. I don't really want to talk. I don't have time or mental space for your energy or your ideas or your things. And if that upsets you, you can abandon me. I give you permission. Please leave. If you're only here transactionally because you need something more than this stream, I don't have that to give you right now. I don't know when it will be, but yeah, I have to figure out how to take care of myself first. Then I can worry about DMs. That was the other thing too, like it seemed like a lot of the people that got upset at that Shay fellow, they were upset because he would seem interested at some moments if he could get something out of it, right? Like when they were being flirty. And then other times he wouldn't really DM them that much or respond that much. And it's like he's just one person with 500,000 plus followers in air quotes. So there's probably a lot of people that want things from him all the time. So I find it curious. It's like when they're getting the attention, it's fine. But the moment the attention stops, it's like, oh, he abused me. He abused me. Anyway, if nobody is willing to write the Google Doc on my behalf, I might have to just write my own. But I do think it packs less of a punch when it comes to themselves, right? Like Cinder. I think a lot of people didn't even bother to read it and they kind of glossed over it. It's always more, what do you call it? It's more drama when other people come out of the woodworks to tear someone down. And that's the other thing too. If I write it myself, I'm not, yeah, I'm not worthy. I don't have clout or anything. I'm just this little streamer. Nobody's gonna care. And have a good weekend. I love you. Bye.